All right, today we're going to talk about 5 things that you need to do to get your home ready for an inspection. All right, so you're under contract and you're excited, but you're also nervous because you know the buyer's going to do an inspection during your option period or inspection period, depending on where you are. It has different names. So here's some of the top 5 things that I see come up on an inspection report that a seller can do beforehand that will save them a lot of money. And then the first one, and necessarily not in any typical order, but let's start with number 1, your drains. All right, so if there's ladies in the house or a guy with long hair, if your sinks or bathtubs, showers aren't draining properly, the inspector is going to mark it as deficient, and most buyers are going to want that looked at, and plumbers aren't the cheapest people in the whole wide world. So go ahead and put some Drano down there, and don't put just Drano and think it's good. Get one of those little snake things. Don't be a cheap ass here. Get the things that you need to do to take the hair out, and it could potentially save you a lot of money. So go ahead and take care of those drains. Number 2 is going to be doors. All right, if your house is haunted and you have spirits that open and close the door periodically, there is a really easy way to take care of this. Most doors are going to have 3 hinges. You got one on the top, middle, and bottom. So you're going to pop that middle pin out, lay it on the ground. Highly recommend, don't do this on your wood floors. Put it on some concrete and just tap it with a hammer, and you're going to put just a little bit of a bend in it. You're not trying to make a boomerang here. Clean it off with some WD-40 and put it back in there, and that's going to create just enough friction that the door will not open and close freely. Now, I'm not talking about covering up foundation issues. If you have foundation problems, that's a different situation. I'm talking about, you know, a door that just kind of slowly opens and slowly closes. And number 3 is going to be light bulbs. Now, the inspector probably knows it's just a light bulb, and you probably know it's just a light bulb, but the inspector has to mark it as deficient. And if the buyer says they're not going to close on this house unless you have a electrician take a look at it, you're going to pay somebody $100, $200 just to come out and put a light bulb in. So go ahead and make sure all your light bulbs are working properly. And number 4 is going to be your AC filter. Now, this is actually pretty common. The AC filter might be really, really dirty, and this can do 2 things. 1, it's going to show the buyer that you maybe don't take care of your house, so that's going to make them uneasy. And the second thing is, if that AC filter is really dirty, you're not going to get enough airflow, and that can actually keep the AC from cooling properly. And the inspector is going to mark it as deficient. And the great thing about this is, an AC person is not going to come out and just replace the filter. They're going to want the whole thing serviced, so it's going to cost you quite a bit of money. And then number 5 is one that is not overly common, but I do see it quite a bit, and it's make sure you trim your bushes and trees away from the property. Now, if your buyer is going VA or FHA, this can actually be something that the appraiser makes a note of and saying it's a condition of closing, meaning it has to be taken care of before that appraiser will write off on the appraisal. And the reason is, if you have a lot of shrubs pushed up against your property, it can be considered a conducive condition to wood destroying insects like termites or carpenter ants. So just make sure that's trimmed back about 4 to 6 inches, and you should be fine there. And that's kind of the top 5 things that I see come up on inspections that the seller could have taken care of, would have saved them a lot of money, because now they don't have to pay a professional to do it, because in the 1 to 4 family residential contract, it states that a licensed person or person of that trade has to take care of any repairs unless otherwise agreed upon, and most buyers don't want the sellers doing their own repairs. So that's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, you could share it. Let me know what you think in the comments. You could follow me. And until next time, Realtor Chris Hall, hope you have a great day. I didn't make any mistakes on that one. I don't have a little blooper outtake on it. So yeah, 1 shot, 1 done. Getting better. Still got to work on the ending a little bit, but the videos are getting a whole lot better. Hope you enjoyed. Have a great day.